Hi everyone, my name is Alex Mayville and I'm going to be presenting my Holland Indian motorcycle presentation for my AMGT 401 Management of Fixed Operations class. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so for my executive summary, I chose to do my Indian motorcycle dealership and I chose to put in Holland. A couple of reasons why is because it was just a better suited for what I was doing with Indian, with my design and the plot of land that I ended up picking out myself. So with the land, there was a couple of acreage options that came with the property. I ended up choosing the biggest acreage site available, which was 3.36, and it was located at 852 K Bill Drive. The reason for this is it was a strong regional demand, and frankly, there's not a lot of Indian motorcycle dealerships in Michigan and within 30 miles of that place I chose. Along with that, it had a projected growth of 150 plus new units by year 3. Alright, so for company overview, I chose to name it my dealership Holland Indian Motorcycle. Pretty simple. For my structure, we're going to go with limited liability company. And then the main reason here is my mission statement, and that is to provide premium motorcycles and exponential OEM certified service. My vision is to become West Michigan's leading Indian dealership, and hopefully we can make people happy and deliver what they need. Alright, so for market and location analysis, I chose to pick lot 5, which you can see, which is the 3.36 acres one. It's not a lot, it's not the whole acres, as you can see, which is going to be saving in money and cost to build this dealership. So the population in Ottawa County is 300,000 plus. The average income is around 88,000, and the average traffic on that highway a day is about 14,834 cars. So it's a pretty populated place next to a very busy highway, and for location advantages, it's highly visible and near I-196, which makes for a great location and visibility for cars to kind of see this dealership as they're driving by or taking a cruise. Alright, so for competitive analysis, you got Hot Rod Harley Davidson. Their strong suit is loyalty, but they don't have a lot of options for other motorcycles or Indians in specific. For Fox Power Sports, they have a large multi-brand dealership, but they just don't have the orders or specific bikes that people want through Indian, whether that be custom or the specific bike that they're looking for. So that makes it a little bit harder for Indian lovers to find their bike. And then for Ziegler Motorsports, their brand selection is pretty big, pretty broad, but they are far away. The main reasons for choosing Indian motorcycles is there's not a lot in Holland or Zeeland region, so this will bring a lot of competitiveness to these other brands and would actually hopefully lower their sales and get more sales for Indian. Alright, so for product and services, obviously we're going to have a lot of new Indian motorcycles for sale, and we're going to have those in a display room in our dealership. Those are probably going to be mostly the top sellers when we first open. We're also going to have certified pre-owned sales, so pre-owned bikes, people can bring their bikes in and we'll do a full inspection on them, make sure everything's working properly, do regular maintenance like oil changes, coolant flushes, brake work, basic stuff like that, maybe new tires, and put those on the floor to be sold as well. We also have OEM service and warranty work as well, so we'll have warranties available for when you purchase a new motorcycle and services as well. So if you purchase maybe a new bike from us, the first oil change will be free, and good old we'll throw in a 30,000 mile checkup on it as well. For parts and accessories, we're going to have aftermarket accessories available for these bikes as well, as well as parts. We also are going to have OEM parts as well, so you can kind of choose on whether you want to do aftermarket or OEM parts. And we're also going to have customization and optional collision repair, so you can fully customize your bike. So you can come in and talk to one of our salesmen, kind of explain what you kind of want from us, and we'll put something together for you, give you a quote, and keep you updated, and as well as collision repair. We will have collision services available. So if you do end up getting in a crash, or your bike is totaled, or there is a defect in the part that we put on, that would also be covered as well. Alright, so for organization and management, I'm going to be the owner / general manager, so I'll be kind of taking care of more of the higher up stuff, kind of making the bigger decisions. For our department heads, we're going to have the lead service person that is in charge of all the service information and services that fix the bikes. We're going to have a lead salesperson and finance person, as well as parts. So those be people in charge of parts, people in charge of service. We're going to have technicians, had salespersons, and then going down that line we'll have people to help them out, and obviously regular workers. And then for staffing, we're going to have around 19 employees with OEM and ASE certified training, so they'll be well educated enough to help anyone that comes in through the door with either a service problem they have, or whether they want to buy a new bike, or if they're just looking for financial advice, or even aftermarket parts or OEM parts. They will be able to help you out and kind of figure out what you're kind of leaning towards, and hopefully get you the bike of your dreams. Alright, so this is kind of the main layout that I have going for us through our dealership. As you can see, the road comes in through the right and leads kind of straight to the parking lot, which kind of surrounds the building, so plenty of spots to park. And I had this idea to kind of make this design in the form of an Indian head, kind of be different than Indian motorcycles and stand out on the side of the highway, especially with that prime location next to I-196. That'll be great for oncoming traffic to see that cool Indian head and kind of make them at least want to walk in and look around. As you can see, we got our parts and storage area, we got our showroom, service lounge, storage space, we got our lifts, and I'm thinking of turning that head into another showroom with just kind of bikes lined out, and that whole head is going to be mostly glass, so you can kind of see all the cool bikes that we kind of have in store for everyone to kind of look around. And yeah. Alright, so for our marketing strategy, we're going to go mostly digital, so Google, vehicle ads, social media, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, any kind of platform, Snapchat, mostly, because everyone nowadays always has a phone and they're mostly on their phone, so we're going to go focus more towards digital. Traditional, we're going to do events, charity events, parades, billboards, community partnerships. For retention, we're going to do loyalty programs. CSI goal is going to be 95% and up. So with this marketing strategy, we kind of plan to put our name out there with that new dealership we're looking into creating, and hopefully make this dream happen. So for our operations plan, our showroom is going to be 6,000 to 7,500 square feet. And then for service, it's going to be 8,000 square feet with 6 to 8 bays. Obviously, we might add more bays if we do have more Indian motorcycles coming in for service, or if our demand gets a little bit higher than what we thought it would. Workflows, we're going to have service and parts processes, which I did provide a chart down there kind of explaining how that would work in our dealership. And then facility and zoning is going to be CMU compliant location. So for our financial plan, our startup cost is going to be $7.5 million with all the construction fees, the floor plan fee, and other things. I have more of a breakdown in a chart a couple slides later that I'll explain. Year one revenue is going to be $18 million. Year one net income is going to be $600K. Our break even is going to be $14.4 million, and our fixed absorption goal is going to be 70 to 100%. So hopefully with this financial plan, we can start up successfully and not go into a lot of debt, and hopefully make a lot of revenue when we first start up. Alright, so this is our startup cost breakdown. So as you can see, the land purchase is under $100,000, so that's good. Our sales prep and utilities is also $100,000. The construction is going to be the most, which is going to be $600,000. The dealer package and tools is still under 100,000. Initial inventory floor plan hopefully is going to cost under 100,000 as well. Technology and DMS system is going to be under 100,000 as well. And staffing and training also going to be under 100,000. And then working capital for 90 days is also going to be hopefully under 100,000. So we're trying to keep most of our cost breakdowns under 100,000. Besides that, besides the construction, obviously that's going to probably be one of the biggest costs that is going to be for our dealership, but hopefully we can make that up through our sales and quality of our bikes when we first start up. And this is my year one revenue pie chart that I created. So 83.3% is going to be COGS, and the 16.7% is going to be gross profit. And obviously we want to grow that blue 16.7% over time and hopefully get more gross profit coming in our door than COGS. So here's our sales forecast total revenue. Obviously year one we're only going to be at 1.880, and then by year two we're going to be at hopefully 1.94. So obviously that total revenue is going to want to go up over our year, and obviously it's going to keep going up as we keep selling bikes and as the years go on. Alright, so for our risk assessment, we got market risk. So obviously you can't ride a bike 365 days out of the year, but we're hoping to sell more in the summer and the fall. Obviously we're still going to sell a couple in the winter, but most of our profit is going to come from seasonally, especially in the summer and the fall and spring. Along with that competition, we're going to have Harley Davidson and Fox Motorsports trying to come at us, but there's not a lot of Indian motorcycles in West Michigan or Michigan alone, so I think we would do a little bit better than what you think in that competition area. For financial risks, floor plan costs, obviously the floor plan costs a lot along with the dealership, but I think that a unique style would actually help get more people in the door, specifically because like if you go into a lot of Harley Davidson stores, it's kind of mostly the same stuff, same design, and I think a little bit of a different design, especially with the Indian head's going to be a little bit different and hopefully bring more people in. Operational risks, tech shortages and warranty chargebacks. Obviously we might have a lot of warranties coming in at first, or a lot of tech shortages, find people to work as soon as we open, but I think we can get through that as well. And then staffing, pipeline, and SOPs, compliant training as well. So we do have to train all of our techs and hopefully get all that situated. But so there's a couple of risks, but I mean anything that you want to be successful at is going to have risks, and you're going to be willing to take them to actually get on top of everyone else, and especially your competition. Alright, so kind of wrapping this whole thing up here, kind of the main reasons why I believe this would be a good dealership and good investment is exclusive regional opportunity, OEM certified operational advantages as well. So we do a lot with OEM parts and along with aftermarket parts as well, which is very good. We also have a strong long-term financial viability as well, so we can help you financially, and along with our dealership we do have plans to kind of be making a lot of profit towards on the upcoming years of our business being open as well. Alongside of that, our prime location right off I-196 would be a great spot to have a dealership, along with brand demand as well. Again, not a lot of Indian motorcycles in West Michigan and in Michigan in general, so that's why I think that this business plan would benefit not only Indian motorcycle but Michigan and West Michigan itself. So conclusion, thank you for listening to my presentation. Hopefully you can take into tone what I told you about today and consider investing into my dealership plan that I have for Indian Motorcycle in Holland. If you have any questions, feel free to send them my way and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you.